Yeah, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. Yeah, yeah. Say what? It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Yeah. Now my name in demand. It's all part of the plan.
Hey everyone, how are you? It's Daisy Chiwoko and this is Marriage for Real. Today I want to talk to you about how to get the sexy back in your marriage without expecting your spouse to put the sexy back for you. So here's the thing, a lot of the times us women can just give up on feeling sexy, especially after you've had the children and maybe, you're a little bit older than you was. You sort of say to yourself, well, you know what, I was sexy when I was younger and now I'm a mum and a wife and so I'm not sexy anymore. Well, that is very dangerous in marriage because you will find that the romance dies, the passion dies, and that sexual connection that you had with your spouse begins to fade away. Being sexy doesn't have to be something of the past or something that is only for young people. You can maintain a sense of sexiness and passion throughout your marriage. Everybody wants to feel desired and desired sexually, particularly in your marriage. It's really important to feel, that your spouse wants you and they desire you and they find you attractive. I'm finding that oftentimes when we're having troubles in our sex life or not feeling as sexy as we want to feel, we are blaming our spouse. And if we're not blaming our spouse, we're definitely relying on them to make us feel sexy. So we're saying things to them like, do you find me attractive? Do you still find me sexy? Do you still want me? Do you think I'm beautiful? And a lot of the times we already know the answer to this, but because we don't feel it within ourselves, we're looking and putting pressure on our spouses to continually validate us and affirm us in our sexiness. Here's one way to make yourself feel sexy. Buy some new underwear, not just any old underwear from Primark. I mean some really nice underwear. Like, take some time out, invest in yourself, go and get measured, go to Victoria's Secret or La Senza, anywhere like that. Get some matching underwear, and not just matching underwear but some sexy matching underwear. They say that what you wear underneath your clothes is just as important as what you wear on top. And I know that as busy mums, sometimes we can just stick to that same old couple of bras and knickers that we've been wearing for the past how many months, and they're getting really stale, for want of a better word. So if you want to start to feel sexy about yourself, go out there, invest in some new lingerie. And I would suggest that you do this at least every 3 months. Just go and pick yourself something new that will make you feel great. Get rid of some of those old knickers that have been in that drawer for a long time. They're not that expensive. Throw them away. Right, another way to feel more sexy is to break yourself away from digitalness. Social media, the phones, the TV, you get into this bit of a couch potato kind of life. You're just sitting there on your phone, you're sitting there watching TV, you're sitting there on social media. It's just, you just turn it into this frump. Have a bit of a digital detox. It will force you to have to be active. It will force you to have to communicate with your spouse. It will force you to have to think about ways to fill your time. And hopefully you'll fill your time with things that make you feel better about yourself, make you feel happy. When you feel better about yourself and when you feel happy, you're going to feel a lot more sexier also. Another thing that will help you to feel more sexy, taking time out to look after you. So I mean a spa day, or getting your hair done, getting your nails done, looking after you, getting a facial. And again, as a wife and as a mum, a lot of the times you can become last on the priority list. In fact, nearly all the times you're last on the priority list. And that can be very unsexy, actually. And so by the time, you finish looking after everybody else, you know, you don't really have time for you, and then before you know it, you look in the mirror and you just feel like a frump, and sexiness is right at the back of your mind, and it can be quite depressing. So what I've learned is that if I want to love others very well, I have to make sure that I'm loving myself very well. And so taking time out to just go and do what I need to do, look after my skin, look after my body, you know, get a good massage to get rid of the stress, get my hair done, get my nails done. It's amazing how getting your nails done can just affect how you feel about yourself. I always feel so much better when my nails are done. And you know what? I want to just point out the little things. I think just, you know, waking up in the morning and at least putting on your face, or making sure that your feet are done. And, you know, the little things that oftentimes, especially when we get married, you can just be like, you know, I'll do that later, can really, really help you to just feel better about you. And remember, finding yourself sexy first, it all boils down to you feeling better about you. So don't neglect the small things, and make sure you are taking time out to get off, go to that spa day, and go to the hairdresser. Groupon and Wowzer are your friends, guys. You can get some really, really good deals on these sites. You know, you can go and get a whole spa day for £25–30 on Groupon. They didn't pay me to say that. I'm just giving you some good advice. Right, so here's the tip that I'm really trying to take on board, and that is eating better. What we put in our bodies really make a big deal in how we're gonna feel, our moods. They do say you are what you eat. So if you're eating a lot of rice and stodgy foods and sweet stuff and chocolate, and bread and stuff, you are just gonna start to feel stodgy, and there's that word again, frumpy. The other thing is that, you know, food can really help to either deplete our energy or increase our energy. And I've been finding a lot that recently the food that I've been eating has been depleting my energy. So feeling sexy just isn't coming naturally at the moment because I'm always tired. So I've had to address my eating, cut out a lot of sugar, cut out bread and all that stodgy stuff, so that I can get through my day, feel productive and effective about my day. And then when it gets to nighttime and it's time for a bit of fun, I'm feeling better about it. I'm at least feeling energetic. It helps with your skin, it helps with your mood, it helps with your whole body function. So it's always a good idea to check what you're eating and making sure that it's not the food that you're eating that is stealing your sexiness. And in the same vein is exercise. Now, I am a witness. When I get up early, this is the truth, when I get up early and I make it to the gym and I do a good workout, I come back feeling a little bit sexy. A lot sexy, actually. It just feels great. You just feel so strong and powerful and energetic. That's that word again, energetic. I think it's just that knowledge that you are looking after you, that you are looking after your body, that just feels so good. Also, it releases certain endorphins as well, the happy endorphins, that again is going to help to make you feel a lot more sexy and even increase your libido, so you want more sex. And I know your husband is not going to be complaining about that. If you want to feel sexy about you or find yourself sexy, then absolutely, and just inject a little bit of exercise into your day. All you need is about 20 minutes high intensity workout and you're good. 20 minutes, we can all find 20 minutes somewhere. So yeah, get out there. And I'm saying get out there, you can do it at home. This morning, I did it in the house and I added quite a few stretches, you know, get those muscles and limbs stretched out, and yeah, I'm finding me sexy. Yeah, so I think the last thing that I would say is force the sexy. What do you mean, Mrs. Chiwako, force the sexy? I mean that if you've been in a rut for a long time, you have to break yourself out of it. Nobody's going to do that for you. You know what? It's a little bit like when you've stopped working for a long time. You spent months just getting up in the morning watching Jeremy Kyle slobbering around in your PJs till the mid-afternoon. And then, you know, eventually you're going to say to yourself, you know what? Enough of that. I'm going to force myself back into action. You've got to do that with your sexiness as well. You spend months feeling like a frump and, you know, not in the mood, and you feel crap about yourself and just wearing dowdy clothes and not bothering with your hair and your makeup and whatever it is that you do to feel good. You've got to force it back. You've got to say, you know what? No more. I am sexy, you know, and I would encourage you to tonight approach your sex life slightly different. If you're feeling like, you know what, I'm not so comfortable, just force it. Go and find the sexiest thing that you have in your wardrobe. Even if you haven't had a chance to go and buy some lingerie, go and find the sexiest thing. Christian woman, don't lie. I know you still got that miniskirt hiding somewhere. Go and put that on with a pair of high heels and step into that bedroom and say, bam, she's back. She's got her sexy back. Force it. Fake it until you can make it. And I promise you that that will help you to jumpstart your sexiness back again. Do that. Add all the other things that I've been giving you onto it. And there you go. Find you sexy first. Okay. Yes. Wow. I like that. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, go ahead, comment below. I will put a link in the description of Groupon and Wowzers, just in case you've been hiding under a rock and you don't know who they are. And I will also put in a couple of links to some spas that I've been to that I've really enjoyed. Also, don't forget, please do subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Don't forget that I have some blogs on the website, which is marriageforreal.co.uk. So if you're more of a reader, then do go ahead and check that out.